Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. You fool. So hello again everyone, I am down at the coast tonight. I've got a couple of hours left before the sun sets. It's a lovely day, it's very blue sky though, so there's not much in the sky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot with my medium format camera, my Mamiya 7.2, and I'm going to go again with the panoramic adapter kit. So I'm going to load that up in a minute. I have done another video on the loading of this and where everything goes in the back of the camera. So I will put a link up to that. But I'm going to load that in, and tonight I'm shooting some expired film. I don't usually go out of my way to try and find expired film, but if I come across it, you know, it tends to be sort of like charity shops or boot sales or something like that, boot fairs. I will just pick it up, because usually you can pick it up for, you know, 50p or whatever it is like that. So I've picked up a load and I have no idea how it's going to turn. It's a bit of a lottery with expired film. I don't know how it's been stored or anything like that, and it's old. So I picked up a couple of rolls here. I've got a Boots Universal 36 exposure colour neg. And that is ISO 400. Now that says 2006 on the box. And I've also got, I think from the same person, this True Print 24 exposure, 35mm. I think that was about the same, about 2006. And there is another roll here somewhere, but I'll probably just shoot the one roll. If I put the roll of 36 in, usually you get about 13-14 shots shooting the panorama, so yeah, we'll give it a go and see how it goes. Right, so I've got three lenses with me today. I've got this is the 150. I've got an 80mm, which I'm just going to stick on now, and I've got a 43 wide angle. So take this off. Good boy. Come on. Right, change of lens again. I'm going to try the 43, because although I haven't got the full benefit of the wide angle, there are some nice clouds in the sky now, so I'll see if I can get a few in. You could come out of the way, come out of the way. Yeah. Oi. So I've moved along the coast. You can probably tell it's slightly different landscape at Dungeness, and I usually like coming here and shooting black and white because it's such a sort of atmospheric landscape with the power station in the background. The cloud has kind of set in, and the lovely light that was sort of being promised earlier is now a bit hidden. I was thinking that some of this lovely old stuff that's on the beach could benefit from a bit of nice warm evening light, but now it's gone, just a little bit kind of overcast. So I will finish off this roll anyway and just see what I get. Yeah, let's go for it. Wait. And it's quite nice. We've got this last little bit of light just lighting up this plant in the foreground with this sort of complementary colours with the blue sky. So hopefully we can get it all in. It looks quite nice. So I'm not doing any handheld metering or spot metering or anything. I'm just using the camera's inbuilt meter because it's pretty good. And it's 400 speed film, but I set it at 200 to give an extra stop. And obviously because it's expired film, it's always good to just give it a bit more anyway. Well, I got one last shot done on that roll, but I've got a feeling it might not come out because it's probably like half a frame, so I'm going to shoot it again. Let's just get this rewound. Yeah. Okay. Take that off. Oops. Okay. Right, so what shall we go for now? A roll of true print. 24 exposures, so might get 10 if I'm lucky. Maybe more like 8 or 9. Yes, I'm shooting most of these handheld, but I've just borrowed the tripod that I'm using to film myself on because I want maximum depth of field here, and I'm shooting at sort of f16, f22, and it's giving me about a quarter of or eighth of a second, so I don't want to handhold that. So the problem I've got now is that the sun has dropped quite a lot. There is a bank of cloud up there, and it's not lighting up anything on this landscape now. So that's gone considerably darker. And because I'm not using very fast lenses on this Mamiya, I mean, you know, f4, 4.5 at the most, I can't hand hold anything, so it means I've got to stick it back on the tripod. It means keep swapping it over. So I think I might just hang out and just see if the sunset comes to anything. Maybe position myself by those pylons, see if that works. So earlier I flashed up on screen that I've made a mistake, and some of you might have spotted what I did wrong. Basically, when using this camera with this lens, the 43mm wide angle lens, it actually comes with its own viewfinder. And here it is, and it gets mounted on top of the hot shoe like that. So basically, whenever you're using the lens, you're supposed to use it in conjunction with this viewfinder. You still use the viewfinder on the camera to focus, because that has the rangefinder in it. So you use that first, you focus up, and then once you've got focus, you then move to the top viewfinder, because that will give you the full wide angle field of view. And I totally forgot to use it, so it just meant that, yeah, I was still getting to see the shot, but I wasn't getting to see the whole wide 43mm shot. So actually I could have I could have got a lot closer to my subjects, but as it happens, when I got the negs back, well, I knew this was going to happen, because I actually just remembered it on the way home. Driving home, I thought, oh no, I didn't actually use that viewfinder on there. So I knew that I would actually get more on my negs than I was anticipating. So yeah, they are wider. I've got more in the frame than I thought, but that's fine, because actually I think it goes quite well with the location I was at. Dungeness, big skies, very flat, very kind of barren landscape. So I didn't mind having more in the frame. That was absolutely fine. But I do, I feel a bit stupid for going through the whole video and not using it. So well done if you spotted it. Yeah, so anyway, got the negs back. Basically, here's the negs here. I used the Bellini C41 kit this time. I haven't used it before. I ran out of my Technol chemistry, and I bought this Bellini kit. All worked fine, so that was good. And they've all been scanned on my Epson V850, and basically I've got a film holder there that takes 35mm strips, takes 3 strips at a time. It's all pretty quick, and I tend to just sort of do a fairly big scan each time. I kind of think if I'm going to scan these things, I may as well just scan them quite big. And then I just do a basic levels adjustment in Photoshop, and I basically correct each red, green and blue channel, and I just bring them back in. And once you just bring in these sliders, then you end up usually getting a pretty good colour balance, and something I'm pretty happy with. You only need a little bit of tweaking, give a little bit more contrast, a little warming up, and then just a touch of saturation. So I was pretty pleased with how the negs came out. I'm actually glad that something did actually come out on each roll, because being expired film, I could have got nothing out of it. The film might have been totally fogged, and I wouldn't have known about it, and I would have gone through this whole process of making this video and actually had nothing for it. But so I was pleased that there was nothing wrong with the film. There weren't any kind of massive colour shifts or anything like that going on. Yeah, it's not quite as reliable as using fresh film, but yeah, it worked fine. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the photos, and I'm going to be doing more of this. I'm also going to be showing you more of the prints I've been printing out, and I do sell prints from my website, so please go and have a look. And that all helps to sort of keep my channel going. And yeah, so we'll put all the links up, and if you want to find my prints. And yeah, so thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye bye.